And I wanted to bring you up to date on my Valve Index VR headset. Here it is in the box going back to the Valve mothership. I decided to just return it for a refund, and thankfully they agreed to give me one. So I had a couple of issues with the headset and the controllers. The headset had a jelly vision kind of thing to it. When I was turning my head back and forth, rectangles would get a bit distorted, similar to what you would see on a digital SLR camera when it's moving too fast. The controllers also had an issue with the thumbsticks not clicking properly, and they would engage at weird times, like if you pushed the controller all the way forward, it would just automatically teleport you wicked fast because the actuation inside of that control stick wasn't working properly. So those were the two big hardware issues I had. The customer service issues were another issue, and that it took them quite a while to get back to me on my problems. And thankfully, when they did, it started getting better once I had somebody assigned to my particular problems. So what they ended up doing initially was sending me another headset to try out to see if there was something optically wrong with the one that I had. And as it turns out, optically, there is nothing wrong with the headset, at least as far as I can tell, because the new one they sent had the same exact distortion problem that this one had. And I think it might just be the way my eyes and head are configured. I put out a post on the Reddit virtual reality page just to see if other people have had problems. The best response that I got was from this person, Budget Cuts Shill, who said that he or she had the same problem on their Oculus Quest. No matter how they adjusted it, they would still see distortion, but they would not see that on their HTC Vive. Now, I have the Oculus Quest. I don't see it on my Quest at all, but this guy was seeing it quite a bit on his Quest. He doesn't get it, though, on his Index, but I do. And I think this is the kind of stuff that might relate to your individual biology, and perhaps some headsets may just not work for some people, as perhaps is the case here with the Valve Index. I really had a hard time also finding the right word to describe the problem. And Budget Cut Shill here had spent some time researching it for his Quest problem, and it looks like geometric distortion or lack of geometric stability seems to be what this effect is called. And you can adjust it potentially with the vertical alignment of the headset, tilting it, doing the IPD, the eye relief. I did everything, including the eye relief that he was asking about here, and I could not get the issue to abate. Some other people mentioned that the Valve Index has a dual lens setup, and perhaps something with my eyes might just be interpreting this stuff a little bit differently than other people do. So whatever it is, the Valve Index just doesn't work with me, and I had a very hard time finding other people who had the same issue. I do hope that they get to the bottom of the controller problem, because I was actually thinking about picking up the Valve Index controllers for my existing HTC Vive that I decided to stick with now for at least the foreseeable future. I really like those controllers more so than the Vive controllers, and it does work with my HTC Vive setup already, so that was kind of a plus. So I think I'm going to wait for the controller issues to get resolved, and I'll probably buy those separately, but I'm going to give up on the Index here because I think it just doesn't work with me.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold-level supporters, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, emudev.org, Tom Albrecht, Brian Parker, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.